The Browns end their 2020 season in Ohio, but as the road team, taking on the Bengals, who have officially clinched the first pick of the 2020 draft. Cleveland, for what it's worth, would pick 12th for the moment. Predictions on which team will go out winners are straight ahead, but first, it's the numbers game. It wasn't that long ago that we saw these two teams face off, and there were plenty of similarities between the two in the box score, starting with both having success on the ground.
Mixon up the middle, touchdown Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon scored and went for 146 yards, and on paper, he should be able to find room to run again. Cleveland's run D wasn't just bad in that game, and they weren't just bad last week when they gave up 200-plus yards to Baltimore. They've been bad when it comes to stopping the run pretty much all season long. However, Miami, which doesn't have a good run defense either, just showed Mixon can be slowed down if you're willing to commit a few extra bodies to the box. That, however, opened things up for Andy Dalton, who showed he's still got a little something left in the tank.
Dalton has time, looking now, throwing end zone, and it is caught! Tyler Eifert! Are you kidding me?
Dalton's Week 16 performance didn't produce a win, but it did produce a much better stat line compared to the one he put up against the Browns in Week 14. Dalton didn't throw for any scores against Cleveland, and his one pick was returned to the house. But he could fare better this time around, being Cleveland's pass D has slipped a little. Their passer rating against figure has now climbed to right near the 90 mark after sitting in the low to mid-80s for much of the season. Cincinnati's D has also been susceptible to the pass this year, most recently giving up over 4 bills and 4 TD passes to Ryan Fitzpatrick. That would infer that Baker Mayfield could finish his season on a high note, but to do that, he has to play much better than he did the last time he faced Cincy.
Slings it downfield and it ping-pongs into the hands of Jesse Bates.
Mayfield threw 2 interceptions, didn't hit anyone for a TD, but was fortunate enough to still win that game. But even if Baker did struggle again, he can always rely on his ground game, which was key to that win and which has been an offensive strength of theirs for most of the year and a defensive weakness of Cincy's most of the year. They've given up 4.8 yards per carry on the season and are ranked last in rushing yards per game allowed. So 2 squads wrapping up their season on similar notes, but with the chance to at least claim bragging rights in their home state. So who do our predictions like?
In this case, perhaps Hunt. Gets the edge, touchdown, and they are on their feet in Cleveland.